Welcome to Online Art Time with Mr. Denny. In this video, we're going to be drawing the illusion of space using tone and shadow. I hope you enjoy this. I think it's going to be really in-depth. The materials you'll need for this video are very simple. A piece of paper, I used A5, a pencil, and maybe a pen. Drawing the illusion of space using tone and shadows is really easy. Very simply, I'm just going to start by making a circle on my paper. If you don't make it perfect, that's okay, don't worry. Just try your best. You can always trace around something if you want to. Then, I'm going to make a few more circles, just because I quite like them. Notice they're a bit smaller in the background. I'm going to make one over here quite big, but you can only see part of it. I'm going to make a line that kind of goes between them, a straight line. I'm making a line behind that just to make it look like the edge of a pool table, kind of. There we go. Now, I've got some circles on the page. To make the illusion of space or distance, and to make them look full and volumetric, all I have to do is start to pretend there's a light source over here somewhere. So I'm imagining there's a light over here somewhere shining down, and it's shining on this ball. To make the ball, I'm going to kind of, in this shape, I'm going to, a crescent shape, I'm going to shade in this side using my pencil. Notice I'm making a wee bit of a mess, that's okay, and I've just kind of gone over it and I've made a bit of a shadow there. But now I'm going to smudge that shadow a wee bit to make it softer. So I'm a bit of smudge in there. And I'm going to make it a bit darker again. So I'm going to go back over it again and I'm going to make it a bit darker now. So as it gets closer to this edge, it's getting a bit darker. You see that? I'm going to fade those in so they're kind of softer line. I don't want that hard, and it's going to get darker down here. I'll make this darker over here. There we go. It's a bit darker and darker and darker. So you can see the highlight over here, and now I'm going to smudge those together again. There you go. It now looks like a ball with shadow. To make it really, really shadow, if the light is coming down here, if this is a ball, there would be a little bit of a shadow that goes around like this, kind of an oval underneath the ball on the table. So just to make that oval like that, then you shade it in darker right by there, and a bit softer and a bit softer. So as it goes towards the other shadow, it gets a bit softer. And then to add some atmosphere, you just smudge it a bit so it doesn't look perfect, because the air refracts the light. And there you go. I've got a nice ball on a table with some shadow. If I want to just even it out, I can do that. Just even it out a wee bit. Okay, so I've got one ball with a shadow. I'm going to add the same to the other balls here. So I'm just going to imagine right there. I'm doing this quite softly. Imagine right there a bit of a crescent. I'm going to add a bit of shading to it. Add a bit of shading to it. A bit darker and darker. I'm going to smudge it a wee bit because I quite like that smudgy look. I'm going to add a bit of a shadow underneath it, just an oval. Add my shadow in there. A bit softer this time. And I'm going to add a wee bit more of a shadow over there. Shadow. Oh, there we go, nice and dark. And a shadow underneath that ball. A bit of a smudge. And then I'm going to add onto this one a shadow. Now this one's a bit closer. So it's going off the page. I can't see it all. See that? I can't see it all. So I'm going to start going like that. Uh-oh, white bits. Oh, get rid of those white bits. I'm going to cross hatch over the different direction. I'm going to kind of use the side of my pencil a bit smoother. If I use the side of my pencil, I find that it kind of gets those white bits a bit easier. There we go. I've got those little white bits a bit more. And to really get rid of the white bits, I'm just going to smudge that. Really get in smudgy. And that really gets rid of those white bits, doesn't it? Look at that. I'm going to make that a bit smoother here. I think I can go softer than that. That's kind of like a number 3 tone. It's a bit softer, isn't it? There we go. And again, I'm going to add that shadow underneath the wall, just underneath there. So there's that shadow underneath the ball down there. Oh, there's a bit of smudge on that too. There we go. I'm going to add a bit of smudging to the side of that table there. So you can see now, I'm sorry, I meant to add a bit of tone to the side of that table just to highlight the whites on the other side. To make that white, if I put a little dark behind it, it looks a bit whiter, you see. And there you go. There is the illusion of space and depth using tone and shadows. Now, just for fun, just to make it more interesting, I'm going to put a person back here just looking at the table, eyeing up which ball to hit. So here's a person just looking at the table, thinking, what ball should I hit next? Studying the pool table, considering the idea. Not sure which one to look at. And here's his fingers on the board just sitting there. He's considering the idea. And over here you can see his pool stick sticking up like this. He's got a pool stick over there. And his fingers are on there too, maybe. There you go. So there's a person thinking about what angle to hit those balls at. There you go. You got a really nice picture. You could color in later with the different colors of balls. But doesn't that make the illusion of space and distance? You can see things that are closer and farther away. How easy is that?